All right, let's talk about AI. We're going to cut through all the noise and give you a real practical flight plan for your very first project. We'll look at how you can go from just a vague idea to an actual successful AI tool that's going to make a difference for your business.
But first, we have to ask this question, right? Why do so many of these projects kind of fizzle out? There's this fear, and it's a totally valid one, that you're going to pour a ton of time and money into something, and at the end of the day, it just doesn't deliver.
So, what's the big secret? Well, here's the thing. It's almost never the technology's fault. The real difference between a win and a flop is the plan you make before you even think about the tech. Failed projects get distracted by shiny new tools. Successful ones, they start by building a rock-solid foundation. And the absolute best way to do that is to reframe how you think about this whole thing. This isn't some massive bet the company launch. No way. Think of your first project as a scouting mission. It's a small, targeted operation designed to test the waters, get some real data, and learn what actually works for your business. So, here's our flight plan for today. We're going to cover the mission briefing, pick a target, draw the map, get the crew together, and then wrap it all up in a simple one-page plan. Let's dive in. So let's start with the why. Why are these pilot projects so important, especially if you're a small business? Well, it's simple. You don't have the budget for huge mistakes. A small, focused pilot project takes the risk out of a bigger investment, and this is just as important, it builds real excitement and momentum with your team. This right here is the magic of a good pilot. It takes this big, fuzzy idea of AI and makes it real. When your team can literally see it's solving a problem that's been bugging them for months, that's when skepticism just melts away. It's not theory anymore. It's a tool that's helping them right now. Okay, now for the first big step, choosing your target. This is honestly where so many projects go off the rails. They find a cool new AI tool and then desperately try to find a problem it can solve. We're going to flip that script completely. We start with the problem. So your perfect target has to meet 3 key criteria. First, it has to be a real documented problem. I'm talking about a genuine pain point that your team feels every single week. Go ask them, what's the most annoying, repetitive, time-sucking task they have to do? Your answer is probably in there. Second, it has to be technically solvable. And you've got to be realistic here. Can you solve this with tools that you can actually get your hands on? Do you have the data you need? For a first project, you want to look for something you can tackle with an off-the-shelf tool, not something that requires a team of PhDs to build from scratch. And third, and this is crucial, you have to be able to prove it worked. And not with feelings, but with cold, hard data. You need a clear, measurable outcome that you can hit in a short amount of time. Think 8 to 12 weeks. Any longer than that, and projects just tend to lose steam. Now, once you have a few ideas bouncing around, you can use a simple tool like this to pick the winner. Just score each idea from 1 to 5 on these 4 things. But here's the pro tip. You multiply the scores, not add them. Why? Because that makes sure that any project that scores a 1 in any single category, like, say, technical feasibility, gets pushed way down the list. For a first mission, you need a project that's strong across the board. Okay, you've picked your target. Awesome. Now it's time to draw the map. This is where you get super specific about what you're going to build, and, just as important, what you are absolutely not going to build. And your map is basically a simple one-page document. It's got the basics, the problem, why you're doing it, how you'll measure success. But I'm telling you, the most powerful part of this entire document is that out-of-scope section. Being crystal clear about what you're not doing is your secret weapon against project failure. So what does a good success metric look like in the wild? It's a clear before and after story. You're not just saying we'll improve efficiency. No, you're saying this task used to take 3 hours and now it takes 15 minutes. Or our response time used to be 4 hours, now it's under 1. That's the kind of concrete result that proves you succeeded. With a clear map in hand, it's time to assemble your crew. Let's get down to the brass tacks of timeline, team, and budget. This is where we bring our grand plan back down to earth. So a typical 8 to 12 week pilot project usually breaks down into 4 really clear phases. You'll spend a couple weeks on setup, then a few more on configuration and testing. After that, you'll run a limited pilot with just a small group of users before you use the final weeks to measure the results and decide what to do next. And what's this going to cost? This gives you a pretty good idea. Notice that the biggest piece of the pie by far is labor. That's your team's time. The tools themselves can vary in cost, but look at that last bar, a 20% contingency. Seriously, build this in. Something will always take longer or cost more than you expect. Plan for it. And speaking of planning, here's a little piece of hard-won wisdom for you. Whatever your timeline estimate is, just go ahead and add 2 or 3 weeks to it right now. Delays are going to happen, getting access to data will take forever, someone key will get pulled onto something else. Building that buffer in from the start will save you so much stress. All right, we are in the home stretch now. Let's pull all these pieces together into that one-page flight plan and talk about the common asteroids you're going to need to dodge on your mission.
This is it, the pilot charter. This is your project's North Star. It's a single page that has everything: the problem, the solution, the metrics, the budget, the timeline. Everyone involved should have a copy. It is your single source of truth when things get confusing.
Have you ever been in a meeting and heard this? Hey, you know what would be cool? Let's just add Slack integration real quick. It sounds so small, so harmless, but this is a siren song. This is how good projects go bad. That right there is scope creep, and it is the #1 killer of pilot projects, hands down. It starts as a small, focused idea and then slowly grows into the 6-month-long monster. Your only defense is to ruthlessly, unapologetically protect that out-of-scope list. New ideas are great, just put them on a list for version 2. And hey, while you're at it, here are a few other asteroids to watch out for. Don't try to make the pilot perfect. Its only job is to prove the concept. Make sure you're measuring real impact, like hours saved, not just vanity metrics, like how many people logged in. And for the love of all that is holy, get your data and access sorted out before the project officially starts.
And there you have it. That is your complete flight plan for a successful scouting mission into the world of AI. So the only question left is, what is that first nagging, time-wasting problem that you are going to solve?